Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and maybe good night. Depends on the area of the world you're watching this share from and time of the day. These Hamplus technologies, aka Hamplus Hub, the Center for the Research, Education, Other Coding, Collaboration, Training, and Development. We encourage tech and we partner with tech organizations and promote tech. In this video, we'll be looking briefly at Microsoft Access. Especially, we'll be looking at how to create a table, how to create a database, to create a table, to create a query, and to generate a report using Microsoft Access. We'll be using the basic tools in Microsoft Access. On your Windows computer, or whatever system, operating system you're using, to open Access, you just have to search for it. Here, I click my search menu and I click on Access. Then Access open. Uh, I started creating the database, so I just have to click on blank database. When I click on blank database, I'll see this online database. I'll name it online database one. Online database one is already existing, so I will have to overwrite it. I'll have to overwrite it. So I'll click on create, and I guess it will tell me it's existing. So if it's replace it. Yes, I want to replace it, but I've done the replacement. So on your system, it might not be existing, but you just create it, it will go directly. Then once the database is created, you have a default table presented before you. So I love to do away with this table. I have to close the table. Then I come to the create tab. I go to table design. Then I click on table design. Yeah, I'll enter my feed name, select my data type. The description is a comment, and comments are not executable. They are not executable, so I can ignore them. So first I have ID, I'll put it auto number. Then I have names, sorry, I have names. I'll put the short text. Then I'll put gender. I'll put it short text. I have next, so I'll put date of birth, put the date time. Then one more, okay, I'll put location. I'll just put state. I'll put the short text. Now they have other type of data type. They have other data types: long text, number, large number, daytime, extended currency. It depends on what you do. Data type is actually a specifier. It specifies the values that the feed name can hold. Data type specifies the value that the feed name can hold. So I've created this. I think I need a column here for a primary key. So let me insert a column. That is here. I call it phone number. Phone number. I'll call it. I'll call it. I can call it number. I can call it large number. But make it. Let me just make it a little large number. Make it large number. Good. Or preferably I can use it as text. Ah, okay. Sorry. Short text. Change this. So I've set this as the primary key. I click here to set a primary key, or I can right click to set as primary key. Then I'll click my Control S to save the table. I love doing this. I call it TBL, which stands for table bio data. Good. Then I click on OK. The table is saved. Here I can change it on the view aspect. I can change the view from the view presently is I click down and go to the datasheet view. It is presently the design view. I go to datasheet view and I'll have my view being changed. I'll have it this way. So on this datasheet view, I can key in the name. I have James. The phone number is I can use anything. The phone number is a dummy database. Mail. I use mail. Let me use the mail. Date of birth. I'll pick the dates from the calendar structure I have there. The date I can put Lagos. And the auto number automatically key in for me. Jones. Let me use this. Have to fill this. Sorry. Mail. For me, informative. This is just a dummy database, please. I have to do this and check this. Say Caliph. Let me leave it at Caliph. Let me quickly come here and change this to capital J. Then I put Cherita. I put this. Then female and date of birth. I'll just end in 5. Let me take it up to 5. Yeah, I put uh, not uh, okay. I have this as a mail. Good. I remember I'm just fixing any stuff. So I put this here. Put here Kano. Put here Enugu. Enugu. Put here Abia. Okay, I have this. Let me take this to a small F for informative. Then I put here Sarah. So I have this as female also, and date of birth. I can use anything. Sorry, let me get this and put this. Born So I have this as tables, and it's executed as a table. So this is my table. What you have on the screen is just my table. Now note that on the data sheet view, it shows you just the way your table is. But on the design view, it shows you the field name and the data type. Note on the datasheet view, it presents your table for you to key in your values, but on the design view, it presents the table for you to design the table. So from this table, I can also create a query. To create a query, I'll just have to click on the create. I go to the query group, then I'll click on query wizard. Now I'm using this query wizard because it's a basic form of creating a query. If you're not an expert in SQL, you just have to use query wizard. So I click on it. Then I have to select the simple query wizard, which is the very simple stuff. Remember, I told you we'll be using the basic way of doing these things. Now, on the left hand side, I have my feed names, and on the right hand side, I have the feed names I want in the query. Now, if I want ID, I'll click on this, ID goes. But if I don't want it, I click on this, it goes back to the left hand side. And if I so wish that everything should appear, I click on the double sign. But if I don't wish, I click on double, it goes back. So now I want to perform a query that will only select the name for me, the phone number, and the gender. So I have to name, phone number, gender. I'll push in these 3. I'll click on next. Remember, this is the table I'm using, so that's why this table. So if I have more than one tables, I have to select the table I want to use to perform the query. After selecting the table or the query, I'll have the available fields display on the left hand side. So on my next, this is just what I have. I'm not going to modify the query. I'll just click on finish. Then you see that this is my query. It has selected all the names for me, the phone number and the gender. So I can save this as query 1. I can save this. Then if I so wish to modify the query, then I come to, if I so wish to modify the query, then I change the view of the query. Whereas I can right click on it and come to design. Now I have the design view of the query. So on this design view, let me assume I want to pick only where gender is female. So this is the criteria. I want to pick where gender is female. That is what I want. I want to select the name and every stuff for me, but when gender is female. Okay, let me say, okay, you also show the location. I want the location, the state to be shown. Good. So this I can click run, it runs the query and this is the selected only where the genders are female. Now, if I so wish that I want to change it, I click on this, and what will I do? I come towards not the SQL view, please. SQL view will present the query for you in an SQL using an SQL statement, something like this, which will be confusing for you as a beginner. So you just have to use the design view. So if I wish to select not the female criteria, I want to use another criteria, I can use date of birth and let me use location, the state, sorry. The criteria is either Abia, the criteria is either Abia or Enugu. So if I have these two criteria, so it will bring out the two for me, and there's no any other criteria. So I have this, I run this Abia and Enugu. So if I should go back and I say, and they are male and female, they are male and female. If I should come back and say, okay, I just want only the female from either Abia or Enugu states, then I have to come and run. It gives me only the female. This is just a simple query. You can save it, Ctrl S, it saves. You can come here, you see your query, look at the criteria. So let me explain this in details for you. The query, you have this, you select the feed name, you select the table you're using. Do you want it to be sorted, ascending or descending? You select it. If you want it to be shown, the feed name to be shown, you click it. If you don't want it, then this is the criteria, first criteria, this is the second criteria. Quickly, let's try and see how we can create a report. So a report is just like a query. I can here create report. Now once I click on create report, which is report here, you see the report is created. The report is created, which gives me everything. I can come here and say report design. Now I'm designing the report. So if I so wish to use it in a query form, I have to come back to design and click on what this is report view. So this is my report design, the way it looks like. It selects the table, the date and time, the report created everything for me. And this is just all about my report tools. This is a basic report. This is what a basic report I repeat. I can come here and view reports. And I have this. I have this as my report. This just generates everything for me. If I so wish to design my reports a to use advanced tool like report design. If I wish to use report design, I can create a report from a query. I can come here and create this. Now, now I say a report must be created from a table or from a query. Now I have this. Okay, let me push this out. Oh, time is against us. I'll see you in the next video. Please do well by next watching the next video where we'll create a report. And thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed and have a nice day. Bye.